Hi guys, it's Blackie for Shaman's Forge. Okay, today I want to talk about a candling device and how I'm exploring some new options. Now, of course, I carry a headlight, which I quite often wear around my neck on my chain, and I've demonstrated that in a couple of videos. But at the same time, I also carry in my haversack this little device, which is a flashlight, and then whenever you slide it up, it becomes a little lantern, and you can hang it by the clip to illuminate a hammock or illuminate about a 10-foot area, something like that. I wanted something bigger, a little bit better, and they make a lot of headlamps that go a long way. There's all kinds of options, and I started exploring the options. Now, what am I looking for? I'm looking for a light that I can easily tell by touch in a pack what it is, that isn't very heavy, that gives me a lot of light for the amount I use it, plus isn't something that's fuel based. Now, for many years, and if you grew up in the South, you carried Coleman Lanterns. If it's truck camping, canoe camping, you carried Coleman Lanterns. Illuminated, great big old huge place. Disadvantage, a lot of noise, that thing roaring. Two, it generates so much heat. You could actually cook on top of them. We used to turn a flower pot upside down over a Coleman lantern and put a skillet on top of it and cook. They generate so much heat. You can't use them in a tent, and there's a lot of disadvantages to all that light. Well, with modern LED technology that's taken off and come to the point it has, I thought maybe there's an LED light, because this is a little LED light, and my little neck thing's an LED light, but how about an LED lantern? So I began looking around trying to find something that would fit what I want, and I looked on Amazon and a lot of other places, and I saw this lamp, this lantern, and reading it, it sounded right up my alley. It produced a lot of light. It had a very long run time on 3 AA batteries. It wasn't that heavy, and it was kind of a unique looking design. Now, you see these all over the place, like at Walmart and everything, but they're slightly smaller. And so I contacted the company, and they sell them in 2-packs and 4-packs. And the 2-pack, I think, was $19-something plus shipping. So I got a 4-pack because I wanted one for me to stay at a certain place in the vehicle, because at night when I get home, I work nights a lot. I need to go and check certain things. I want that lantern to grab. The other one to go in the pack, and the other 2 to give over to Mrs. Blackie, because when we camp, she has her own light on the side of the bed, so she got to get up and go potty. She's got it, and a separate lantern for the house for hurricanes, which is where I'm prone, someplace that she could grab it easily. Now what we got was these. Now this is made by the Bont company, and they say that they were the first ones to produce this type. And you unscrew the base. I like the fact it's got a lot of threads and not going to just easily pop off. And it's got 3 AA's in it. That's it. Now the listed runtime on this is 30 hours with a set of batteries. I can believe that. I've had this over a month and a half now, and I'm still on the original set of batteries, and it's doing just fine. I came out on a couple of my videos I talked about, and I came out at night and I set up my camp out here at the lake, and this is what I used. Now how you activate it can't be any simpler. All you do is lift up. That's it. It activates. Close. You're done. That's it. I wanted something that was bomb-proof. It says that it is drop-proof. It says that it is waterproof. Now I can only say it's been in a little misty rain, and I can only say I've dropped it a couple of feet on the pine straw. That's been it. But it seems to work really well. And the other thing that I really like is the lid of it, because when you unscrew the lid, there's a storage compartment for more batteries. I put a piece of bank line up there and an extra set of batteries. So that means that right there has got 60 hours of light. Average 5 hours a night that I'm going to use it. I don't leave one running all night. I'm not scared of the dark. I just need one to be able to walk out there and get firewood or whatever, or when I wake up in the middle of the night, just be able to grab it and crack it. And I like that about it. You can just lift it like a 1/2 inch and it'll activate with just that little sliver. And that's like a low that just throws just enough right here I can see to get around camping and all that, and I'm not ruining my night vision by wow, you know. I wanted something small, compact, and easy. The other thing is, when you're storing one of these things in a pack, or for hurricane, or for earthquake or something like that, don't store the batteries in it, because due to dissimilar metals, they corrode. And that's the reason you see these flashlights that you've had it sitting in a drawer for God knows how long. You go to grab it and it doesn't work, and you go to unscrew it and it's just, where the batteries have dissolved and did everything. That's what's happened. Don't store the batteries in it. With that compartment in the top of it, I can store the batteries in the top of this when it's in my bug out bag, when it's in my hurricane box, and when it's in the top of my camping bag that I'm not using that often. The one that I'm using every night, I've grabbed. So you can see why I grabbed 4. Well, after testing this out, I liked it, and I wanted to pass it on to you guys. And so, not getting it to be a review, getting it for me. But like I said, when I find a decent piece of gear, I'm gonna let you know. And so I contacted the company, a very nice lady that runs it, her site on Amazon. And I'll give you the link here at the end of this. And she said that due to it being me and my followers, she would give a 10% discount. So I'm going to include with the thing the discount for 10% off. So if you want one of these lanterns, go get you one for 10% off. I'm happy with it, for what I'm doing. Yes, it's bulky. Yes, it's not ultralight. Yes, all that. But that's not the job I'm asking of this. It doesn't weigh hardly anything. Like a can of soda or less. Fully charged with 2 sets of batteries in it and a hunk about 6 to 8 feet of bank line and a hook so I can hang it up. The handles pivot up, and I like the fact they've got this scoop so that when you're hanging up against a tree, it'll be tighter against a tree. A lot of times they don't do that, and it causes the lantern to cuck out like that. This will actually hang straight up against the tree. So it hangs easy. It gives out a lot of light for the area, and it can't be easier. On and off. That's it. 30 hours of run time on a set of batteries, and you carry extra batteries. That's pretty good. And for me, it's filling the purpose. And I wanted to pass it on to you guys. So if you've been looking for a lantern for car camping, for the kids to have, for the wife to have, for something to carry canoeing, or just setting up camp, that event or whatever, these are a good idea. A lot of people like to carry those kerosene lanterns. Yes, they look nostalgic. Yes, they have light. The light that comes out of it is very enjoyable. But they run the risk of, if it ever turns over, it's an open pot of kerosene with a little cap on top. That tank isn't sealed up. If you ever take one apart to look where the wick is, it's an open pot of kerosene with the wick going in. That way it doesn't form a suction. And if you turn it over, the kerosene just starts pouring out. And if you drop one, you start a fire like they did back in the day. The candle lantern ones, again, a great light, but they get really hot, and it's easy for them to spill hot wax on you, or etc. LED, modern, quick, and easy. I'm about easy. Pull it out, chunk, there's the light. I'm doing what I gotta do. Shunk, I'm done. That easy. Hope this gives you an idea, guys. Please leave any questions or comments, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. Till next time, I'm Blackie, wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.